Hi, folks. Please read the disclaimer. Very nice data that was recently uh, published by RBI, and the fact that in the comparison with other central banks, like Fed is losing $77 billion in this last 1 year. Bank of England is losing $40 billion. ECB is losing $9 billion, whereas RBI is actually gaining 31 billion, and that's why where they have been able to uh, give a huge amount of dividend check to the government. Now, why is this so, such a stark difference between central banks of other countries, especially the three major regions, so different from RBI? Is it the difference of leadership? Is it, being very technical in terms of managing the interest rates? Because where is the income for central banks coming from? It is basically the income is coming from the bonds that they are holding and the mark to market on those bonds that they have to do if the interest rates go up, or the treasury management of forex that you hold. um, you also have to pay out interest for deposits that banks will keep with you. So that also has to be managed. The duration has to be managed there. So it's like a proper, treasury that needs to be managed. It is like fund management to some extent. How you're going to manage the fund. Um, and RBI is just doing it very well. I mean, compared to many of these other countries. So I think, given the fact that we have been able to have a situation where our inflation is under control, our growth is reasonably good, one of the fastest growing countries in the world, uh, and interest rates have been, now cut almost 75 basis points in the last few months. So this actually tells you that the management of the central bank in India is extremely good versus some of the other central banks who are reeling with, legacy issues or not letting go uh, of the lower interest rate regime, for instance. So while the RBI books of assets is much smaller, less than $1 trillion, versus let's say a ECB, which is about $7.1 trillion. But nevertheless, I think it's a great feat to have achieved this kind of profitability, and which is going to ultimately help the government tide over its fiscal deficit, keeping the fiscal deficit under control. So let me know your thoughts on this. Thanks. Bye.